Hello fellow Leggers, thank you for joining us once again. We are in London at the Other Palace.
And we are seeing a UK premiere, and I think it's time we got an upgrade. So stay tuned to find out what we think of Be More Chill.
Find out how many stars.
All of our thoughts, and whether it's break a leg or leg it.
Oh, fellow Leggers, we are still in the eye of Storm Dennis.
We're braving the weather for you.
If you can tell. So, Be More Chill, it is pretty chilly here.
Yeah.
What do we need to know about this new musical?
Well, as I said, it's a UK premiere of this musical with music and lyrics by Joe Iconis and a book by Joe Tracy. It's a story based on the 2004 novel of the same name by Ned Vizzini, which tells the story of a high school geek, Jeremy, who longs to be more than a klutzy loser, and he wants to gain the attention of his longtime crush, Christine.
Okay.
So when Jeremy is offered a squip,
Right.
a super quantum unit Intel processor,
Oh, of course, yeah.
a Japanese pill which promises to make even the biggest waste of space the hottest property on the planet, he soon learns that popularity comes at a terrible cost.
Okay, sounds modern. It sounds high school. Sounds it does its potential there.
Well, I'll go so far as to call it sort of cult, to be honest,
Oh,
because the musical
okay.
premiered in 2015 as a regional production in New Jersey to mixed reviews, but it secured a transfer off Broadway 3 years later after the original cast album became a Billboard smash.
Wow. Okay.
Then
How did it? Well, Smash.
Go on.
Okay, we've got Smash. What happened next?
Well, it sold out its entire run that time, and it led to the show securing a Broadway transfer at the cost of almost $10 million.
Oh my goodness.
And the Broadway production flopped hard, closing after just a couple of months.
Ouch.
I know. The
Okay.
show appeared to become a victim of its own success, really, because in a small, intimate venue, it was cult and it had this buzz about it. Put it into a bigger house, and suddenly
It loses its appeal. Yeah,
lose it.
absolutely.
Let me just give you a wipe, fellow Leggers.
The rain is coming down.
Rain is coming down.
Okay, well, I was
Anyway.
going to say as well, sometimes great shows don't always have the best starts.
Yeah.
Sometimes the legacy, especially if they're cult, it follows afterwards.
Yeah, like Rocky Horror Show, right?
That's what I was thinking.
But it's
Okay.
here at the Other Palace now, with Scott Folan playing Jeremy, Miracle Chance as Christine. 2 of the original 6 London Queens are in this. Millie O'Connor and Renee Lamb.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and Stuart Clark, who's the sexy beast that we saw in Fiddler on the Roof and Assassins, both at the Meniere. He's playing the squip itself.
Okay.
2.5 hours, including interval. So stick around for an interval breakdown if we survive that long.
And also to the end to hear our thoughts and find out how many stars. Let's get out of this
Get
storm.
out of here. Let me wipe you again, love. You are.
It's the interval, which means it's time for the break-a-leggers
30-second interval breakdown.
So, what do you
Starting
think
with
so
me.
far? Yes.
Like, it's okay. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm not hating on it. I think some of the songs, and I felt this listening to the cast recording from before, they lack a bit of musicality, but they're being performed well. I like the way it's moving. What about you?
I am really, really enjoying it. I've heard the songs before, and you know what? It's about the character, it's about the production, and it's about the staging. It just works. It's a bare stage, but they're using it so well. I can't wait for the second act. I am thoroughly... Fellow Leggers, we have come to the end of Be More Chill here at the Other Palace. It is raining, it is windy, but we're going to get through this.
We are. We're here for
Who's
you.
gonna
We're
go
suffering for our art. And
Come
for,
on, Storm
and
Dennis,
for your
bring it on.
entertainment, I think.
Right, what did you think? You go first.
I mean, it's okay. For me, like, I don't think it's going to set the world on fire, and it really lacked a level of originality. Like, I was watching it thinking, this is the third, just so we know, guys, they sort of stage a musical version of
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
in it, which is the third time I've seen that used as a plot device. Like, I've seen
Actually,
it in
you haven't seen
Get
Sex
Over
Education Series 2.
It. Oh, sorry, it would be the 4th if I
It
had.
is the go-to.
Yeah, so I've seen it,
It
in
works.
Get Over
It
It.
works.
Comment below if you love Get Over It. The film, it's just so cheesy, but Cisco's in it, and they do this amazing musical version of Midsummer Night's Dream. Also,
it's a high score.
Were the World Mine
Anyway.
has a musical version of Midsummer Night's Dream, and you say Sex Education, they also do Midsummer Night's Dream as a plot device. It's Little Shop of Horrors, guys. It's a guy that's a geek who gets a voice in his head that tells him that he needs to do certain things to make him cool, which will get him the girl, because it's a plot to change, because they want to take over the world. It's just been done, and for me, the music was fine. Like, the songs are okay, with the exception of Michael in the Bathroom, which is now a standard. I just found it a bit, like, it was good, I was entertained, but I wasn't overwhelmed, and there was nothing I hadn't seen before. What about you?
I had such a great time.
Good.
Everything you said, absolutely. We've seen it before in terms of the concept. There's only so much you can do. Geek, then becoming hero, and then kind of realize
there's
it.
only
So that's
so
fine.
much.
And I agree in terms of it's set in high school, so why not be involved in the school play? And why not have
Just
Midsummer Night's Dream?
obvious, right?
Obviously, you've seen that. However, did I enjoy this? Yes, I absolutely bloody did. I thought it was fantastic. I came in thinking I'd be so kind of detached from this, especially listening to the soundtrack, because I've got to be cast recording. It does nothing for me and has done nothing for me. And as I said in the interval breakdown, it's all about the characters to start with. I thought the lead characters were great. We'll come on to cast in a moment. I thought it's all about the staging, the way the cast move around the stage, and they're all involved in so much.
Yeah, it's busy.
It's busy. Their costume changes. It's bright.
Yeah.
It's sassy. It's fun. It's taking the mickey out of itself. It knows that. The talent on stage is brilliant. I thought it sounded really good. I think the cast recording sounded quite synthesized, but actually there's some great instruments in there. There's great brass.
There's woodwind at one point.
Like, it's great arrangement. I really enjoyed myself. And yes, we were in a night where I'm not sure if all audiences are like this. It felt like a cult performance where right off the first number it was woo, crazy. But you know,
rock concert audience.
Despite that, I really enjoyed it.
Good.
That's all I got to say.
The way that you say that a small number of cast members, 10 or 11 of them?
10 of them.
10 of them managed to fill the stage and are involved in every number. It reminded me of the off-Broadway Heathers that we saw, with that really simple set, but getting everyone involved.
Yes, but this is much more dynamic than that.
Okay.
In its staging, how it always moves. There's always stuff going on.
Yeah. And there was much to love about it. I mean, I loved it's sort of a retro-y, very pixelated, pixel art, homage to the things I love. Guys, I've got a Mario tattoo. I mean, no, I'm not going to get that. I'm not getting my tits out on camera. Not for the ad revenue we generate from this sort of thing.
How many likes will it take to get you to show your tattoo?
To show my tits on
breast?
camera. You tell us.
You set the bar.
But
100 likes, fellow leggers. 100 likes,
and
then
I'll
we'll
get
see.
it out next time.
Okay, carry on.
But
you're a big retro fan.
So I'm a real retro fan. So I like that, and I like those sort of little homages in the music to that era of 8-bit gaming. Like, I really liked that. And what I really loved was the projection. I thought that the backdrop of it being all digitalized and feeling like it was in some sort of video game, like an Atari game, just worked for me, because I'm that geeky person. You know, I'm a Michael.
You are a Michael, a big gaming geek. But it's okay.
A big stoner? I'm not a stoner. I'm absolutely not. Though I've never inhaled.
So all it is a bare stage, pretty much. There's not much going on, with a big, huge, enormous back LED screen. Mm-hmm. So everything happens on there. They bring on a few chairs from time to time, a couple of tables, and there's a few props.
Simple.
So it's all made up from the dynamic and the movement of the cast and the staging that makes it work, and they have to keep busy in order to make that work. Yeah. I thought that was absolutely fantastic.
Correct. So I mean, that's all the direction.
Also, then,
so should we
not just the stage. Yeah, come on, let's talk about.
Because that is direction.
Direction.
That's what the director
firstly,
is there for. Stephen Brackett. Of Hinge and Bracket. No, not right.
So really well directed. I've also got to say I absolutely loved the choreography.
Yeah.
I thought the choreography was absolutely brilliant.
Chase Brock choreography.
Absolutely in tune with the characters and what they would be doing at the time.
Yeah.
For example, there's the number where the two of them are just gaming, and they're kind of both gaming
synchronized
together.
Movement.
And it's about the friendship of them. And I was like, do you know what? This is absolutely pitched at the right level. Loved it. All of the staging, though, all of the choreography, I thought was brilliant for all of the numbers.
Yeah.
Just enough, just perfect.
Yeah, lovely. Costume design as well. Costumes were hilarious, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. I was wondering what they were going to come up with next. Like, I was thinking, where are they going to go with this?
I loved it. There was a big unicorn kind of onesie at one stage that I absolutely loved.
Actually, there was an entire number where they were wearing all onesies, and it was like a pajama party, and they all came on cross-dressed. And I did look at you and go, what's happening? Like, for that moment, I was a bit lost. I've got to admit, I just couldn't work out how we got from A to B. Like, it was confusing.
Which I thought, do you know
I
what?
thought, what the hell
They're
am I-
talking about
I
a
felt
chip
like
in
I was
someone's head,
high.
and you're asking me
No, you've
what
set up
was
a
gone from A to
universe.
B.
No, you
I
can
was
set up a
like,
universe
This is a
with
piece
wild-
of theatre,
No.
and you're questioning now the reality
okay.
of the moment.
Fellow leggers, I need
No,
your,
this is
your
theatre,
input
you've gotta
here.
go with it.
If you set up a universe, that can be as fantastical as you like, but it still needs to have a reasonable narrative within that universe.
No, come on, we're
because
in the
I
super
felt like I was
fantastic.
off my tits.
They weren't flying in the air, they were still respecting the laws of gravity. Do you know, it wasn't that far-fetched, it was just fun,
It was just a
dynamic,
weird number
creative,
that came out of
colourful.
In terms of the
I loved
narrative,
it.
the number came out of nowhere, and I'm still not sure what it was for.
No, it fit the piece. They know what they are. They're owning it for me.
Okay.
Are we going on to cast?
Yeah, let's go on to cast. So,
Okay, because we've not got much battery.
in the role of we've got plenty of battery.
A warning came up for something.
No, it
so
was
let's
a
keep rolling.
notification.
Okay, go.
So we've got in the role of, I suppose we need to talk about Jeremy first and foremost.
I don't know the character's
Scott
name, so who
Folan.
is this? The lead guy?
Are you watching this same show?
I'm just watching the characters.
Jeremy,
Yeah, which one was he?
the lead.
Right,
the guy
that's
that
all
this
I
is
need.
about.
He was fantastic.
I'm so sorry, fella.
I'm going to
leggers.
say
I
a
have to live with
Breaker-Legger nomination.
Oh my
I thought he
God.
was absolutely
this.
brilliant.
Best leading actor in a musical.
Best leading actor in a musical.
Wow,
So-
for Scott Folan in the role of Jeremy Fury.
I thought
What
it was
do you like
absolutely
about
brilliant.
him?
I thought he suited it. It's almost as if, almost every single part, I felt as if it was written for them. And I think it's also because everybody owned it, him especially driving the piece. I was on board with his geekiness, his casting type was perfect, and he sounded great.
I
There's a
liked
great number
his
he had in the first
journey.
act, which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah,
from the
you
end
won't
of
be
the
able
first
to
act.
remember what it was called or what it was about, right?
No, I've only just seen it once. Some people, I don't
Right.
listen to the cast album again and again.
But Jeremy, what I did like about him, to be honest with you, for the first half an hour, I felt unsafe. I wasn't sure where it was going, but it's because he's got a real sense of character arc, and he starts off as underplaying uncomfortableness and has to develop into someone that's cocky and arrogant, and he did that. So that's why I felt uncomfortable, because I believe he was meant to make me feel uncomfortable.
I thought he was brilliant at everything. He owned it, and he didn't lose that integrity of that geeky character, because it's this Matrix guy that takes over. Who's your favourite?
Let's talk about Blake Patrick Anderson in the role of Michael. He's a dreamboat, isn't he?
I really liked him.
He's so
He
cute.
really grew on me. He's super cute.
Yeah, and he
there's
played
a really,
super cute.
Because there's this really cute chorus guy as well, and then I realised that it was also him because he doubles up and he does other things. And I was like, who is that cute guy that I only see when Michael isn't
He's
on?
got the most sweet little character. He's got the most adorable. The way that he plays Michael's sort of vulnerability and neediness, and this unrequited sort of the friendship that he doesn't believe he's equal is just so charming. I found his performance really charming.
I think it's written really well as well. I've heard that song, that Michael in the Bathroom number, Done Nothing for Me Again.
It's a great number.
It's all in the writing and in the performance. I loved it.
It's a great number on its own, though.
It really
Everyone
is.
knows it's a great number.
Well, now I know.
It's not just a performance,
Now
it's
that
a
I've
great
seen
number.
It. Well, no, I think it's in the production and
It's
in
a
the
great
performance.
number. Also, let's talk about the gorgeous Stuart Clark in the role of the Squid.
Is this the Matrix guy?
He could invade my brain any day of the week, I tell you what.
He could get into your
he's
head any day.
He's so smooth. Like, he's the smoothest guy. He's such a silky actor.
He is. He was perfectly cast. He's a bit of a dreamboat.
Yeah.
He's a bit rough. I love the costumes.
People are going to
you
think
put
that
him
we
in.
only talk about the hot guys. It's not true. Let's move on to some hot girls.
There were
Let's
girls?
talk about
No, the girls were great.
Miracle Chance in the role of Christine Canigula.
I thought she was
we
brilliant.
loved her in Rocky Horror.
Quirky, yeah,
We
she
saw her
was
in Rocky Horror.
fantastic.
She was a great Columbia. Although I'm looking for her. Hopefully, we'll see her in a role next time where she doesn't have to go like that,
But she does
because
that so well.
she does do it so well. But I'd like to see her do. I'd like to take on her to take on a Leah. Is what I'd like.
Leah.
Let's go with
No,
that.
you play your
end of the
casting
spectrum.
type. Like, she does this well. You keep on doing it. She was brilliant. I thought all the other three girls was great as well. The
Yeah.
two recognised from Six. I
Yeah,
thought
so
they were great.
that's my Millie O'Connell as Chloe Valentine, who we love. She's can do no
Brilliant.
wrong.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved her. So sassy.
Yep, and
Yep.
Jenna Rowland in the who was played by Renee Lamb, who's another X6 queen.
Owned those numbers. I saw them both in completely different lights. It's great seeing people in stuff we've seen before, but doing
Yes.
stuff completely different and owning it.
Yes.
And dancing and moving around.
And Eloise Davis, who played Brooke Loest.
Yes, she was great as well. Really cute, really funny.
Yeah, so I mean, there's
great.
10 of them, and if they're not going to be the best that they can be, then that's
They
going to
would be in
show,
the-
isn't
absolutely.
it? It's going to be so exposing.
I mean,
There's
come on,
no
we're in London's
hiding
West
here.
End. We're in the other
No, we're
palace.
not. We're off West End, love.
We're
We're not in the West
pretty
End.
much.
yeah.
You know, this is London. This is where it all happens. So of course the talent is going to be great.
It reminded me a
they
lot of
were.
Eugenius as well, because it has that sci-fi edge.
Yes, but
you know.
for me, this moved at such a bigger, greater pace.
Let's
Great
wrap it
energy.
up.
But hey,
So, for Be More,
More
chill,
Chill.
here at the other palace, I bet you're wondering how many stars.
for this piece, we are going to give
4!
4 stars.
For
We're
me-
meeting in the middle.
Yeah, for me, like, it's fine. It's just sort of okay. I don't particularly love the music. I wouldn't listen to any of the numbers again, apart from Michael in the Bathroom, which is a modern classic. I just felt they were a little bit samey, and there was a lack of originality in so much as the plot devices that are used to tell the story. I've seen them done to death. But I still had a good time, and I can't knock it for that.
Plot is the plot. I think it's the modern day telling of it. I think it's really going to resonate with a young audience. Well, listen, on the way out, actually, it wasn't just a young audience. I saw many ages, a range of demographics, really with a real buzz about the piece. So, and
that's
I was
what you
the same.
need.
I was on board. I liked it. I was on board the whole time. I
Were you
thought
on
the
board?
music was unique as well, a slightly different style. It wasn't just empty music that I've heard before. It was just classy. I liked it a lot.
I think
5
it's
stars
got
for me,
good
but
chance. It's-
meeting in the middle.
Yeah, 3, 5, 4 overall. I think it's got a good chance of possibly transferring the way that Eugenius could have transferred. Perhaps not to like the biggest West End
Just
house.
got to find a small house. I don't want it to suffer
But
the same
the
fate that it
Ambassadors
did.
or the Vaudeville would be fine for this. is
Fowler
what I would say.
Studios.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
could work.
or it could just stay
would you-
here for a bit longer.
Maybe. But you know, hey, it's just what I think.
Oh, and totally just what I think.
What do you think? Let us know down below. We'd love to hear from you. Remember, please give us a like if you want to see more of us, and hit subscribe so we know that you're there, because otherwise we're just talking to one another.
Hey, we're the Break Leggers.
We'll catch you again soon.
Bye.